You're watching the second News Hour debate on Times Now Super Prime Time.
We have 2 versus 2 right on News Hour debate number 2 this evening. Meenakshi Lekhi taking on Sanjay Jha, Rahul Narwekar taking on Kamal Faruqui. Shahid Siddiqui should be joining us in some time. So, Sanjay Jha, after 8 years without any preparation, you bring in a bill which is controversial and you only end up strengthening, the BJP. Jayalalitha flocks towards the BJP on this, so does Trinamool Congress. I mean, why have you suddenly woken up on this bill?
Arnab, firstly, this is not suddenly waking up at all. In fact, this has been on the agenda for a considerable period of time. It required debate.
That's why I said suddenly 8 years.
Frankly, in the light of what has been happening, 1 minute, in the light of Muzaffarnagar, Arnab, that you and I have discussed on your program very often, which goes to tell you what is actually known. If you look at the history of communal riots in India, these are organized riots. I mean, after 1992, the entire, the space of communal politics is being dictated by the right-wing BJP with a complete, clear intention to expand its political base. And so what do? Muzaffarnagar happens.
Okay, we get
now, I'll tell you the fact of life of why the BJP. I read Arun Jaitley's comment. And I'll tell you why the BJP.
You needed Muzaffarnagar to wake up and realize that communal violence happens in the country.
Sanjay Jha is absolutely, 1 minute. Let me tell you, let me take you back to 2002. Why did the Gujarat riot succeed? Why do we talk about Narendra Modi's responsibility? Because he abused the state machinery. The state machinery could not be held liable when it should have been held liable.
That's got nothing to do with the present controversy on the anti-communal violence. That's got nothing to do. That's got
1 minute. It is important because the communal violence bill will ensure that the law and the police officers cannot abuse their powers. They will have to ensure that. So let me tell you, if there's a government, a communal riot cannot continue for weeks. That's a fact of life.
Mr. Jha,
if today in any part of India, if a government is responsible, if the police officers work diligently, no riot will continue. You can ask the next question.
Mr. Jha, may I please draw your attention and the attention of everybody on the News Hour debate number 2 tonight to the critical issue. The main flashpoint, ladies and gentlemen, for this bill is the definition of the word group. Don't distract from it. We go on that issue. The main flashpoint of the bill, I say tonight, is the definition of the word group that effectively makes all victims of communal violence only those belonging to a religious and linguistic minority. That is a narrow definition. It's a biased definition. It presupposes.
Excuse me. It includes Dalits. It includes, by the way, since the BJP on Article 370 of the last 2 days.
Now, you have to let them respond. You don't let me finish my question.
Let's expose their political hypocrisy. 1 minute. This bill will protect the Kashmiri Pandits. That's the point we are trying to make. Now, it doesn't mean even anyone, even a migrant from Bihar or Uttar Pradesh and Maharashtra, that Rahul Narwekar's party tries to bully and terrorize and run them away will be protected under the communal violence. That's the truth of life. Let's discuss the bill in entirety here.
Mr. Jha, we are getting, first of all, you didn't allow me to complete. I'll take 10 seconds to complete my point. And I request you and everyone else, unless you want to run away from that debate. You want to run away from that debate? Then we don't debate it. If you don't want to run away from the debate, I propose that on the News Hour tonight we have a proper debate.
No, I'm ready to take you head on this subject.
Yeah, you can take me head on, but then take me head on and take the debate head on. Don't take me head on. I'm not interested in taking you head on. You and I are not gladiators in some kind of a bull ring, Mr. Sanjay Jha.
No, but then you're already trying to dictate the course of the discussion.
The course of the debate is the controversy over the word group and the narrow definition which makes only those belonging to a religious or linguistic minority, only people can be the victims of communal violence. So in Radhabai Chaul in Mumbai riots 1993, since you refer to it, during the early hours of January 8th, 9 members of a Hindu family were set ablaze, 6 died. Now, as per your definition of your bill, those are not victims of communal violence as per the communal violence bill. Those people will have to look for other sections of the Indian law. So I say that let's debate this. First response from Rahul Narwekar. It's not you versus me, Rahul Narwekar.
1 minute, there's also an Indian penal code. The country has multiple laws to protect its citizens. Why are you forgetting that?
If Mr. Jha has done, first and foremost, there without a doubt one can state that this bill is nothing but opportunistic politics once again displayed by the Congress party, number one. Number two, I am amazed to note that Mr. Jha's party had the intention of proposing this bill because of the 2013 Muzaffarnagar riots, when this was in their manifesto in 2004. So Miss Sonia Gandhi,
please pay attention when you
Miss
sit in
Sonia
a debate.
Gandhi probably had a dream that in 2013
that is the most
Muzaffarnagar was going to happen.
I want to remind you of what you did to the people of Mumbai when I live and you live.
Like a
in
true
1993, the Shiv Sena's role in the Mumbai riots is documented in the Sri Krishna report. You should be ashamed of yourself.
Congressman, when Mr. Jha does not have a defense, he starts speaking on top of his voice.
Communal violence.
So
Shiv Sena was responsible for the bloodbath in Mumbai city that changed the cosmopolitan character of the city. That's the truth of life. Please don't try to give a spin here.
Mr. Jha, before you point a finger at others, look into yourself. You are accountable to this country for the Sikh massacre in the year 1984. So please don't talk nonsense. First you account to the country and tell them what you've done, and then point fingers at others. And number two, Mr. Jha, we have just brought into the forefront your pseudo-secular politics, because of which this bill is necessary according to you.
Pathetic conduct. You and your co-partners in the BJP.
You don't bother about our conduct. The nation has seen your conduct. The only political party to indulge in communal violence is the Congress party. Unprecedented massacre of the Sikh community was conducted, orchestrated and followed by the Congress party.
In this bill, under 3C, communal and targeted violence, a reference is made to a group. The group, I go to Meenakshi Lekhi and Kamal Faruqui next. The group means a religious or linguistic minority in any state of the Union of India or scheduled castes and scheduled tribes within the meaning of clauses 24 and 25 of Article 366 of the Constitution. So don't fool me, Sanjay Jha, unless you have changed this definition. Unless you have changed this definition. I don't know if you've changed this definition. The question is, this definition stands, and the argument tonight before the nation is this. The debate tonight is this. Sanjay Jha, the debate is
it protected Muslims, it protected tribals, it protected tribals.
So did you choose to protect all these people 6 months before the elections? Mr. Sanjay Jha, you answer one question straight. You be honest and answer one question straight. Did you prefer to protect all these people 6 months short of elections? You couldn't do it for the last 8 years. You only prefer to protect all of them 6 months before elections.
Let me tell you,
is that
our question goes Meenakshi Lekhi into the debate now, so that it's not a Shiv Sena Congress party debate. Meenakshi Lekhi,
why don't you debate on the point? You made a comic out of yourself time and again.
Arnab, I want to answer
Sanjay Jha, let the others come in, please.
Arnab,
the question
I want to answer Narwekar.
Now, 1 second, you'll answer it later. You've taken a lot of time. Now it's turn for the Samajwadi Party.
Timing. 1 minute. Arnab, 1 minute. If we are doing the right thing for the country and its people...
Oh, it took you 8 years to do the right thing. Lovely.
Okay, ceasefire on this, please.
It took you 8 years to do the right thing.
Between both of you, I'm requesting you. I'm requesting you now. Now, both of you pull yourself back. Both of you pull yourself back.
I am amazed to know that it took you 8 years to think about the betterment of this country.
I'm requesting you to stop, please, for a second, please. Ceasefire, Shahid Siddiqui, welcome to the debate. The question of the group is not that relevant. Meenakshi Lekhi, says Sanjay Jha. Before I come to Kamal Faruqui, your rebut.
You see, my rebut is very simple.
Saying everybody
Hindus in their own country,
there is no bias.
Can they be tell Mr. Jha reduce his volume because I can't continue, I have a very bad throat.
I know, I don't want to hack into your
Hindus in their own country will be treated worse than American blacks during segregation. in a country we are trying to create a dystopian society where personhood, which means life and blood, the value of judgments, the value how one has to conduct oneself is the definition of person. Any person who is born in Hindu religion is not a person as per this bill. A person who comes from a particular religious background is to be denied the right which is guaranteed by the Constitution. The right to swift justice and others can only be granted to people who belong to certain groups, a religious group, and of course they have added tribals also, but tribals again mean the minority groups. So a country which is, I mean, I'll put it differently. I'll say in a company which is run by majority shareholder will have no say, and only minority shareholders will have a say. And I want to read out certain part, because one is talking about the who can suffer during religious rights or communal rights.
Kamal Faruqui will respond to this.
It's only, as per them, only certain parts of certain people can suffer. I'm reading a letter written in Navjeevan by Mahatma Gandhi. This is 17 September 1928, and this is Godhara rights at that time.
Kamal Faruqui,
and in that Godhara right, his friend Purushottam Das Shah Virta Purvak Mrityu ko apnaya, and he's writing this, and I'm reading only 3 lines where he says, इसलिए जो मार के डर से चावल के बोरे मुफ्त में दे देता है वह डरपोक है, कायर है, अहिंसक नहीं है, वह अहिंसक तत्वों को नहीं जानता। मार के डर से जो अपनी स्त्रियों का अपमान सहता है वह मर्द ना कहकर नामर्द बनता है, वह पति पिता या भाई बनने लायक नहीं है। ऐसे आदमियों को शिकायत करने का अधिकार नहीं है। जहां ना मर्द रहते हैं वहां बदमाशी होंगे। दिस इज व्हाट ही इज राइटिंग इन रिस्पॉन्स टू a letter written to Mahatma Gandhi by a Swayamsevak who's saying people from Muslim community enter the shops, take away anaj and gehu and don't give the money, and they are.
Now, what's the relevance to the present debate?
And this is the response.